Hey guys, Mr. Mailhot here for some free calculus. Let's do a homework question together. I think number 4 here is a good one. We're dealing with being able to find evaluate trig functions when we don't know the angle, when it's just a variable, t. We're given some information. We've got to use that along with what we know about which quadrants that trig functions are positive in. Remember, the first quadrant, all the trig functions are positive. All the x and y values are positive. In the second one, only the sine and its inverse, or its reciprocal, cosecant, are positive. In the third quadrant, only tangent and its reciprocal are positive. And the same in the fourth quadrant for cosine and its reciprocal secant. So number 4. We're given some information. First, we're given that tangent of some angle is negative 15 over 8. Remember, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So one of these, the 15 is going to be opposite of the angle t, and 8 is going to be adjacent to angle t. The negative sign is going to have something to come into play here in a bit too. We're given some other information as well. That the angle t is somewhere in between pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. So a good idea to do is to sketch that out. Remember, 180 is this degrees is the same as pi. Here's 0. There's pi over 2. There's 3 pi over 2, listing in radians around the coordinate plane. So t is somewhere between pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. It's in either quadrant 2 or 3. So either we're going into quadrant 2 somewhere, or we're going into quadrant 3 somewhere for our angle. So you might be wondering, well, which one is it? Like the other ones we've done, it's been obvious it's in one quadrant, or second quadrant, or the third. But this one, it could be in either. Well, let's look at the other information they gave us. It says that tangent is negative 15 over 8. Look back up. Remember our little acronym, all students take calculus. It's a good way to remember. Or Anthony sells the chocolate, or whatever. This third quadrant, which could be where our angle possibly lies, in this third quadrant, tangent is always positive. Well, if tangent is always positive in the third quadrant, but the problem we're given has tangent be negative, then it can't be in the third quadrant. That means it's got to be somewhere here in quadrant 2. So t has got to be there. Now that we've got the quadrant singled out, draw your right triangle. Use the reference angle right here. Even though we don't know what it is, that'll be a reference angle. And let's fill in what we know. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. Well, opposite of that angle would be 15. Adjacent would be negative 8. The reason why this one's negative is because it's on the negative side of this x-axis. Right? Here's 0. If we're going back this way, that's the negative side. Also, now when we do tangent, opposite over adjacent, it's going to come up negative. So we need this last side, c, the hypotenuse, to do the rest of our trig functions. This is when we got to use our Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared, plus c squared. Now, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Use the sides that we have. 15 squared plus negative 8 squared equals c squared. Get out your calculator, because I don't know these by heart. So turn on. We got 15 squared, 225. Negative 8 squared, which you could just type in 8 squared because it's going to come up positive. 64, we do that. So 64 plus 225 gives you 289. So c squared is going to equal 289, which means c has to equal the square root of that. Well, what is the square root of 89? 289, 17. Oh, that worked out nicely. So c equals 17. Let's put that up there. 17. Let's get our other trig values here. I'm running out of space. I apologize if this is too small for you to work on. You guys can figure it out. So use some extra paper. I'm going to get a sticky note. Let's put it over here so we can see. So we need to be able to find sine of t, cosine of t, tangent of t. My pencil's about to break. Let me get a new one. Oh, not prepared. There we go. We also need to find their reciprocals. Cosecant of t. Secant of t. And cotangent of t. Alright, let's use our triangle and the sides that we have. They already gave us tangent, so let's put that there. Negative 15 over 8, which means cotangent would be negative 8/15. You just flip them, the reciprocals. Sine. Sine, opposite over hypotenuse. 15 over 17. Which means its reciprocal, cosecant, would be 17 over 15. Secant, or sorry, not secant. We'll get that after we do cosine. Cosine of that angle, well, that's cosine, so catoa, adjacent over hypotenuse, negative 8 over 17. Secant, its reciprocal, we flip it, would be 17 over 8, but it's negative, so negative 17/8. We got tangent and cotangent. We're done. So the key steps are find the quadrant, Pythagorean theorem, label, and then evaluate for your trig functions. All right? Try some of these other ones. We're going to have a little more practice next class. Hopefully you guys find this helpful. Remember, we're mathematicians. We can do anything we want. See you guys later.